It's the Hump Day afternoon edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. Welcome back, everyone. Since we're now officially a week deep into May, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to real quickly just review temperature anomalies so far this month across North America. And we've been a little below average here in Northeast Ohio, Western Pennsylvania. We've had a lot of cool early May weather until yesterday when we finally turned the corner and got pretty close to average. But over the first 6 days of the month, this is where the coolest weather has been from the spine of the Appalachians through the Great Lakes, the upper Midwest, and up into parts of Canada. The West has been warm. The Gulf Coast, also another relatively cool spot so far this month. All right, current weather. Well, this morning we had some kind of overachieving showers and thunderstorms out there. They turned out to be a little bit beefier than I expected them to be. A lot of us heard thunder at about 6:30, 7:30 this morning. And while we had some claps of thunder and some bolts of lightning, it was actually quite a bit worse with some hail in a zone kind of like this. Tons and tons of lightning and thunder this morning. New Philly, Zanesville, Wheeling, Pittsburgh, and there were reports of hail through here as well. So even a little bit of severe weather out there first thing this morning. That was along the first push of warm air. This warm front is trying to move in, but it has been having a hard time, and we have been saying for the last couple of days how today would be a difficult day in the temperature department. Some places are going to get pretty warm, some places are going to really struggle. And as I record this here in the 2 o'clock hour, our warm front is just about right here, kind of like this. It's 80 in Columbus, 73 New Philly, and then you're in the 60s Akron, Canton, and still only around 60 here in Youngstown and over into Western Pennsylvania as well. So the big question in the rest of the day is how far north and east does this warm front get? And it's still not an easy forecast. I could see where our temperature this afternoon stops at 65. I could also see we're officially at the Youngstown Warren Airport in Trumbull County, where towards the end of the afternoon that warm front gets in, and all of a sudden it's 73 degrees. So it's a tough call as to how warm your backyard will get. The best chance of seeing 70 certainly will be in southwestern Mahoning, down into western parts of Columbiana. Your smallest chances of getting into the 70s this afternoon will be east and northeast of Youngstown into Mercer County and parts of Trumbull County, because the warm front, again, is down here, and it's still got to make north and eastward progress. Everyone's going to get into the warm air later tonight into tomorrow. It's just a question of the rest of the day today, who might get into the 70s. As far as rain goes, I think we're just about done. There's a stray little sprinkle or a shower here in Trumbull County, southern Mercer County, as well as I record this at 2:05, and there could be a stray shower for the rest of the day today, but we're not looking at a lot of rain. If you have outdoor plans for mid to late afternoon into early this evening, I can't rule out that you're going to get wet for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but most of us will be okay. Boy, is the air warm behind this front, though. Check out these early afternoon temperatures. Take off the radar and satellite here. Bring up the temperature contours. I've been showing you this for a couple of days, how the heat's been building out across the middle of the country and down into the southeast. The leading edge of that warm air keeps sneaking north, and now again it's into central Ohio. It's another day in the 90s out here across the high plains, where it's windy, it's hot, it's dry. Boy, it looks like it could be a long summer out there, unfortunately. 90s also common again this afternoon, just like the last two afternoons in parts of the low country of South Carolina and into North Carolina as well. All right, so the rest of the day today, shower in spots, variable temperatures. Some places are going to try to warm up, some places will struggle, otherwise uneventful. Big story, of course, coming tomorrow is the warmth. Let me bring up our computer model for tomorrow, just show you real quickly where we expect the temperatures to end up during the course of our Thursday. It's going to be the warmest day of the year so far, I think. Here's a look at temperatures for, I'm sorry, that's today. Here's temperatures tomorrow afternoon, around the hottest part of the day. Getting into some of these deeper reds here. We're talking about temperatures getting up into the 80s when you start to see these hues. And I think we'll have no trouble seeing 80, 81, 82 tomorrow. You can see where that leading edge of the warm air will be tomorrow. It'll be over here, but certainly east of our area. It's not out of the realm of possibilities that someone down in the mid-Atlantic states, maybe up to D.C., sees something close to 90 tomorrow afternoon. Might flirt with 90 out towards Chicago as well. So real warm day coming up for tomorrow. Tomorrow's a dry day. Here's the map for tomorrow afternoon right here. Again, the leading edge of the warm air is out here with scattered showers, but we're firmly in the dry and warm sector on our Thursday. Friday, I think, is going to be a cloudier day, but it's also going to be a breezy day. It's going to be a warm day. If we see enough sun, and we don't see any raindrops until late in the day, which I suspect is right. Friday could be just as warm, if not maybe a degree or two warmer than Thursday. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities that someone sees 84, 85 degrees Friday afternoon. Just depends on how much sun and again any stray shower activity that might be around. But I think the bulk of the shower and thunderstorm opportunities are towards evening and into the overnight Friday night. And then Saturday's still shaping up to be a pretty active day, particularly in the morning hours. Saturday morning. Our front's stalling, it's slowing down, some residual moisture, some showers around into Saturday afternoon, maybe even Saturday evening. And then Sunday, Mother's Day, still kind of a tough forecast here. I'm showing you one model here. This is just the GFS model. It has, kind of a little push of moisture coming in with maybe a stray shower on Sunday. I went out with a 20% chance of a shower in my forecast last night. I suspect I'll do something similar tonight. Other models have sort of similar ideas here. It's one of those things. It doesn't look like a high chance of getting wet, but it's high enough that I have to mention it, that there's an outside possibility that if you have a picnic with mom or anything planned outdoors on Sunday, might be a little bit touch and go, but certainly the rain chances aren't very high. Next week, also challenging as to when the next front arrives, how much moisture it'll have, but I suspect we're going to get wet a few times during the first half of next week. It's all about just how much and the timing, which we just don't know at this point. Severe weather, not expected here, but we will be keeping an eye on the plains and Midwest. This is tomorrow and tomorrow night's outlook, so Thursday night. Pretty big enhanced risk here from Texas up into the upper Midwest. By the way, weekend meteorologist Mike Joyce out storm chasing over the next couple of days, trying to intercept some storms, take some photographs, learn more about them. The more we learn about these storms, the better the warning process can be. So Mike Joyce out there, follow him on Facebook and on Twitter. Give him a follow. He's got some good information on it. Put meteorologist in front of Mike's name to find him on Facebook. This is tomorrow's outlook, and then here's Friday's outlook, a smaller enhanced risk area, but it's a little farther east. I think we could see some thunderstorms here later Friday into Friday night, but at this point, severe weather doesn't look all that likely. We'll finish up here with long-range temperatures, and this is a 16-day outlook. Pay attention to the trends here, not necessarily the specific numbers, because they're bound to be a little wrong. For instance, these numbers are too cool tomorrow and Friday. We'll be in the 80s, not the 70s, but the trend is what you want to pay attention to. A little dip on Saturday, perhaps with that rainy day, then we bounce back up for around Mother's Day. The trend as we head towards the middle and latter portions of next week suggests that we will start to cool off again. So around the 15th, 16th, 17th of the month, that could be a stretch where we're several degrees below average. So we've been talking about this for a couple of days as well, that right around the middle of the month, 15th, 16th, that's our next legitimate, it looks like, cool shot. Until then, most of the time, temperatures will be above average. That's weather for Weather Geeks on this Wednesday. Check me out tonight on 21 News at 6 and 11, and I'll have another edition of this very geeky video posted Thursday afternoon around 3 o'clock. Watch for it then.